Guten Tag, meine deutschen Freunde. Today we're gonna find out why the Germans sound so aggressive. In my opinion, a more aggressive language than the German is Japanese. Have you heard Japanese talking? Something like that. Please, Japanese people, don't be offended. I don't know Japanese at all. So, anyways, abonnieren und see this video. Let's go.
We are German, and as such, we are always self-conscious about getting angry in public. Our language is quite the troll.
I can do an evil old Hausfrau. Ess dein Schnitzel, sonst kriegst du keinen Nachtisch.
Deutschland ist ein Land ut Stodluten.
Na ja, lass die Hände hoch. Nimm einen dicken Schritt. Glaubst du, dass die Deutsche keinen Humor hat, ha?
German sounds harsh and aggressive.
It sounds even more harsher and aggressive when people are speaking energetically, you know. But when they speak calmly, it doesn't sound so aggressive, I would say.
Guten Tag! Ich will ein klein Brotchen haben, bitte schön! Das schwarze Brotchen mit dem Käse und das Schinken, bitte schön!
Because this dude, he speaks very energetic.
Disgusting language, nobody should ever speak it. It sounds like typewriters eating tinfoil being kicked down the stairs. And somebody is talking to you in German, they're saying, and you think, what is happening to you from behind? How can we make it stop?
Someone, somewhere, is always making fun of our language. But why does German sound so aggressive to the rest of the world? The German language is part of the Germanic branch of the Indo-Germanic language family. Besides German, Dutch and English are also Germanic languages. But while English sounds gentle to many people, German is often described as spat, barked, ugly, dry, cold, harsh, yapping, and military. German is rarely perceived as beautiful. There are several reasons for this.
Well, I agree with that. It doesn't sound very romantic, I would say. French language sounds more romantic than German.
1. Linguistic characteristics.
German has a lot of gutturals and glottal stops. They can make the language sound harsh. Let's start with guttural sounds. German has the special ach sound, which sounds very throaty. It can be heard in the German words fauchen, which means to hiss, or krach, which means noise. These words are often difficult for non-German speakers to pronounce because these sounds don't exist in widespread languages like English. Next, glottal stops. Germans pronounce vowels very strongly, especially when they appear at the beginning of a word. This causes the vocal cords to open suddenly and all the air that has built up to escape at once. Take the word
wow, I wouldn't think that it goes so deep.
Apple. The German word is Apfel. You can hear it quite well throughout this example. Ich esse oft Äpfel und anderes Obst. In many other languages, the words of a sentence are spoken in a flow. In German, sometimes there's a mini pause before each individual word. Here you can hear the difference. Everything is alright. Alles ist in Ordnung. Of course, I'm overdoing it a bit here, but you get the idea.
Yeah.
These breaks can make German sound a bit barked. Some sounds exist in almost all languages, such as M and B. Others are quite unique and only appear in a few languages. In English, there's the diagraph th, for example in thanks. Germans, including me, often struggle to pronounce that. Italian, which is often considered to be a beautiful, melodious language, uses mainly vowels and only a few exotic sounds. German, on the other hand, has many rare, complex sounds, which might come off as strange. We use so-called umlaute, such as ä, ö, and ü. Again, often hard to pronounce for non-German speakers. And there's the sz. It looks like this and is essential for our all-time favorite word, scheiße. The sz is used to indicate the hard th sound. Plus, many German words just
sound
have a lot of consonants. For example, Strumpf, or a classic selbstverständlich, which means of course. German is complicated, and
It-
as humans
it
we
is.
often shy away from
For sure, look at this word and you will understand everything about complexity, you know what I mean, of German language, especially this word characterizes everything basically. I will try to read the first word. Una Banhangingen Kester Klaurungen. The second word, Nahrungsmittelunverträglichkeit. Yeah, I need to practice my German.
complexity. But isn't the real challenge to transform complexity into something enjoyable and intriguing? That's kind of the ethos of this channel and also the essence of today's sponsor, Brilliant. Brilliant offers interactive games, puzzles, and
2. Infinite words.
this is a not made up, absolutely real German word.
What? How is it possible to read it in Sorry, I lost a bit in the first third.
79 letters.
Wow.
Rinderkennzeichnungs-, Fleischetikettierungsüberwachungsaufgabenübertragungsgesetz. We
What
will
that
not bother
means?
you with what it means here. What we're trying to tell you is this.
I wanna know what it means.
German has a high number of compound words. These can be really cool because the word often literally describes what it means. For example, you have a house and a tier, an animal, and together it is a house tier, a pet. Though as a people, we seem to have made it our goal to put together as many words as possible. This has led to many long and insanely complex creations. Mark Twain already made fun of this word and many others in 1880 in his famous essay, The Awful German Language. He writes, "These things are not words, they are alphabetical
These things, man.
processions, and the inventor of them ought to have been killed." And because the words are weird, a lot of non-German speakers find them very entertaining. They have something weirdly over-precise and orderly about them. Combined with their guttural and glottal stop consonant-loaded delivery, it can give them a military touch. Ironically, we have a word for this. Konsonantenschlacht. Every German
Konsonantenschlacht. That wasn't too bad, I would say.
speaking actor or model has to do the German word quiz on an American talk show at least once.
Bezirksschornsteinfegermeister. Schmetterlingsbeinschlag.
Backpfeifengesicht.
Albeit this last one being an absolute banger of a word, meaning a face that's just inviting a good slap like Jimmy Fallon's, these shows only strengthen the image of the difficult and weird German language. And this leads us to
3. Prejudices.
What do people think of when they think of Germany?
And they're saying to you something like, we have been better, but we're very vibrant in the theater and arts and so on. All the time you listen to this, you're thinking, Hitler.
during the two world wars, the German...
That's true, absolutely. This is what I think. When I think about Germany, I think about Second World War and the Third Reich.
naturally became the enemy in many countries. German-American relations changed.
I mean, this is my first association with the Germany, as I back in the day watched a lot of documentaries about the Third Reich and the Germany during the World War I.
Changed drastically.
And World
in
War
the
II.
US, the teaching of German was banned. German programs were no longer allowed to be played on the radio. Authorities called for a boycott of German goods. Streets and even sauerkraut were renamed. Hitler is possibly history's most terrifying figure. Germany's history, once so gruesome, it is rightly so echoed, processed and analyzed countless times in all forms of media, so it may never be forgotten. According to many linguists, the perception of the German language is in part the result of these historical and socio-cultural contexts. German might have an image problem. Linguists would point out that you shouldn't judge a language based on its sound. What sounds strange to one person is beautiful to another. And if you label a language as ugly, you might miss out on fascinating insights into other worlds of thought and sound.
You know, I don't think that German language is ugly. I like German language, especially I like when Germans speak English with a German accent. I don't know, it just fascinates me. I love to listen. to it. And also I just like when Germans speak German, my ears like the sound. So basically for me, it's an awesome language, I would say, but hard.
So lastly, let us introduce you to some beautiful German words you can pretentiously incorporate into your Sprachgebrauch. Fernweh describes the opposite of homesickness, the longing for distant places. Weltschmerz is a feeling of knowing that the world will always fail to meet your expectations because of the prevalence of pain existing throughout.
Wow.
And lastly, Treppenwitz, a joke or thought that you think of too late, just as you walked out the door, already on the stairs.
Man, German language is so rich, I would say, because this is very deep. This is very deep. I'm not sure, Latvian language is not so rich as German, and I think we don't have these kind of words that explain these kind of events in life, you know?
I'm sure there's a nice way to finish the video here, but I guess it just won't come to me.
Overall, in my opinion, German language is beautiful, as I said before, and I think that I would love to learn it, and I'm trying to learn new words every video, but not every video I'm saying that, so I'm being lazy a bit over here. So danke for watching, guys. Abonnieren und like share das Video, guys. Auf Wiedersehen.